and I've got a bit of an edge over Christ. I'm going to go Christ to flip the script. There you go. There you have it from me.
As we see Christ College's road to the finals, tough one against Mitt. Nelson College beat the Zone 1 champion Dilworth College, Tauranga, Aquinas. As you look, they haven't had a really easy road. All their games have been pretty tough and pretty grueling in terms of pool play, quarter-final, semi-final last night against Auckland Grammar. So impressive looking wins there.
And they beat a pretty good Auckland Grammar team.
Yes.
Sorry. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, Auckland Grammar, yeah.
Sorry, excuse me.
And as Shirley, you know, their road hasn't been easy either. Kind of started off against a tough Brosmini Mini and St. Peter's College, coming away with single-figure wins there, and then a Vaddock win against Francis Douglas and Rangiora and Fielding, and then their quarter-final against a real tough Nelson College. I think we saw that game go down to the wire. As one of, I think Ryan and Jackson were on the call that one, and then last night, just a 2-point win against Westlake Boys. So both teams pretty battle-hearted, both teams undefeated. So, and like obviously because I have a bit of inside info, teams, this is their 4th time they're playing. The first time, just a side note, Christ College taking the win. No Jose, no Hawani that game there, so both teams underhand. And then the college final, Toby Hunt for Shirley, scoring 40 in that final, carrying his Shirley boys to the championship in the Canterbury way, and then an overtime game at regionals in a quarter-final for both these teams, with obviously Shirley sneaking away with a 2-point win, and that one without Ben Sheet or Tarpity for Christ College. So really the first time that both these teams are playing at full strength against each other.
Yeah, I got to comment one of the Shirley games early on in this one, and I nicknamed him No Way Jose, because anything at the rim, you better come prepared, because he will swat that one. He is athletic. Cannot wait to see what he's got in store for us.
Yep. As we see both teams start to make their way to the benches, last minute warm-ups, as we see Fraser Kochi. Just a big shout out to Fraser Koshley too. What a big year. Obviously he was the head coach of the under-18 Canterbury boys team that won nationals, won the local prep competition with, actually, funny enough, 3 of the boys from Christ College playing in that team, with 3 of those boys from Shirley. So they do play club basketball together for Atami basketball.
Sorry, can our commentator, camera, can you get the Westlake girls at the end there?
Still celebrating.
Loving it. So coming off their championship win. Apologies, JT.
No worries. As we see some last-minute instruction from Coach Ben Sheet, who, you know, started it all back in 2017, I believe, with Mark Dickel, with building this Christ College program. Finally got over the hump in 22 when they won the championship, and then Coach Quinn Clinton took over in 23, lost in the quarterfinals, like I said, but won last year. So they're looking to repeat this one.
JT, as you said, you've got a little bit more insight, being the king of Ototahi. Who are the 2 players you would look at for both of these sides that, you know, are not the aforementioned ones by myself?
I think, you know, you're going to expect what you have from your stars like your Hawani, Ihaka and Taff. Really look for Christ for Boston Pairata to step up, shoot the ball well. Bruno Thompson did a great job playing big last night against Grammar, so look for those 2 to really step up. Harry Flatman coming off the bench. For Shirley, you're looking at Kobe Costley, you know, to really run the ship. And what I've been impressed with is Liam Marshall, the young athlete, number 5, that will come off the start. As you see, both teams are real familiar with each other, so man, this is going to be a coin toss. I can't pick a winner, I'm honestly going to say that, so I'm going to sit on the fence, Fano.
Leland Newton was the one that really impressed me. As I said, it was the first time I got to look at that Shirley boys outfit. And Newton, one to watch as well. Matua, you have to get us underway here with 10 seconds left in this one.
This music is rather out of context for a basketball context. We generally hear hip-hop, but nevertheless, it's definitely going to hype these kids up. And let's hope we see a close game. This one here, you mentioned just before, Josh, that Canterbury won the under-18s national title, so it's no wonder that we've got 2 Canterbury teams here in the final.
Yeah, I actually believe they won all 3 national titles this year for Canterbury. Under-16 boys winning, led by Dave Langrell. Under-18 boys winning it in, I believe it was Christchurch, and then Tauranga under-20 men's winning that one too. So Canterbury are going to walk away with 4 national titles in the men's program.
It's going to be Shirley that gets us underway here too, fellas. Beautiful blue unis.
He was relentless last night and getting to the hoop, so they really need to try and shut him down and cut off those lanes.
As we see Toby Hunt there with the miss. Hawani Efopo Tongia, like I said, younger brother is on the Shirley team, so kite ata ngā tuakana teina, so a bit of bragging rights.
Te kahuki.
Yeah, Toby Hunt, super impressive. The deep kete, he can go to a plethora amount of moves.
As we see the under-18 MVP, Millen Newton, on the break.
Ka mai te tūrapa ka haere ki tēnei atu taha Christ College. Ka whakarite rite mai, hara mai ana te taupare I runga. Harekau.
What an amazing man that Taff is. JT, as you said, making that all-star squad as well, the top 5.
Yes, he did. Did a great job with Ben Sheik, qualified for the World Cup. Finished Tima Toru, I believe, so finishing 3rd in the Asia Cup. Just while we're on Asia Cup, great job from the Wahine last night. Qualifying for the World Cup, just a big shout out to Liam and his crew beating Chinese Taipei. But back to the action here.
Mai waho. Opens his account with a free.
Yeah, Millen Newton will be looking to put on a show today in front of Junior Tall Blacks coach Josiah Mamua, as they have yet to select his team. So a lot of, not just a national title up for grabs, a lot more New Zealand honours up for grabs for some of these tama I rote I tēnei kēmu.
Ihaka Kate with the slow step through and the layup.
I think I alluded to this previously. Ihaka Kate stood at ngā manu kōrero whakataita I tērā wiki for his kura.
Reo Māori?
Nā korumako, English.
Boy.
So, you know, there's young Ihaka there. It's been such a big couple of weeks for that young rangatahi, as he also the kai tātaki tama I te kura, so the leader of the head boy. Upoko, te tauira upoko.
So very busy young man, because it takes a lot of time to prepare for that korimako. Those speeches are up to 11 minutes and you've got to stand in front of an audience with no cue cards. I know my mate Greg over there would be able to do something like that.
No shortage of oreo over here. Your favourite Ngāti Pālangi doing his best. Listening to your boys. Beautiful reo that has been incredible over these last 6 days. There's a huge hit there.
Kobe Costley there with the Kuru Whiwhituri. Yes, he is related to Fraser Costley. It is his old man, his son. So father-son duo.
Yeah, nothing proving too costly so far for Kobe. Easy as you like. Kuru Whiwhituri and Taff.
Yeah.
Arthur's back.
Yeah, look for a good big game there from Tawhiri Kate. Very instrumental in terms of this matchup is going to be so good, as Millen Newton just kind of bullies his way. He is so strong and physical. Tino kaha tōna mahi, Millen Newton.
Tika, and he's not the biggest in terms of height, but he is very astute in stature. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second.
Ihaka with the step through there.
Just admiring the footwork from Ihaka Kate.
Aye.
As Toby Hunt, you know, has had a great tournament also as he gets to the cup. Almost Te Hara me te Tahi, a product. Actually, his hometown is Oamaru, originally from Waiteki Boys. Decided to move north to Shirley Boys this year.
The grass is definitely greener on that side, because Waitaki, although I've heard of that school, I've never heard of them making the nationals. Have you? Are they a basketball school?
They have previously been pretty good. They had a program run by Kenny Perkins back in the Iara. So I think their top finish would have been 5th.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so they have a pedigree of a good basketball. Max de Geese's father, Brian de Geese, runs it.
Aye.
So shout out Brian if you're watching.
Was Ollie, JT, you and I bumped into some Christ College fans last night, fresh off their semi-final victory, and weren't they fizzing?
Yeah, they were. They were looking pretty excited. And ngā whānau, ngā mātua o tērā kura. So, yeah, they were pretty happy with the result as we see Bruno Thompson to Ihaka Kate. And Ihaka Kate, tino pai te mahi o tērā tama early on in this Kemu matua.
Oh, Tika Hoki Tai making an early mark on this game. He's really put a signature on it already. Huge influence.
It's funny, when you play familiar teams, you just know the strengths, weaknesses, because you play them so many times, and that's why you see such a free-flowing game. You know how to attack each other, and it's an advantage for both these teams to play each other in the final.
And as a coach, do you prefer that? Because, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time to break down a scout, whereas, I mean, you can't spend any more time scouting these two teams.
Great question. Great to pose that question. And I wouldn't know what you'd prefer if you play a team that you're not familiar with or a team you're familiar with.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I like to play teams probably you're familiar with, but then also the familiarity of knowing that team kind of hurts you, because then you know the mistakes that you're making. We've talked about it. They know they've played each other, so you know, and you can tell Cross College really know how to attack Shirley boys, and as well as Shirley boys really know how to attack Cross College, as we see Newton with the miss.
Now, I know he missed that, but what an exceptional piece of footwork just to get to the hoop. I really see why, when you mentioned that he was the MVP, JT, it shows.
Yeah, as we see Jose no Taupo Nui Atia is young Jose.
No reira kare kore, matutu whare koa. But just going back, so a lot of these boys probably were teammates in the Canterbury team and are good mates. So, you know, it's about bragging rights, this game here.
Yeah, for sure. And like, both teams know each other very well. Like I alluded to earlier, played club basketball together down in Ōtautahi for Atami. You know, I believe they won a championship too together for the men's prem. So I believe 6 of the boys, 3 from each team, were in that game that unfortunately my Lincoln Uni boys couldn't get.
Shout out to your Simon Lafayette. He's tuned in listening to this one. Question for you boys though. After this tournament, obviously one of these teams is going to win the silverware. When you get on that rererangi back to Ōtautahi, what's that? I hope you're not on the same flight as what I was trying to get to, boys.
Yeah. I thought that's the route you were taking, and yeah, I don't know how you feel if you're on the same plane. I mean, if that was me, I'd have some glasses on. And, you know, the other team might have some on after too, because there might be a few black eyes if they say anything to me.
The word for that is pango. Hey, 17-13, Waiheke called. Exciting start to this first quarter. And if this is how this game's going to play out, tell you what, folks, you better stay glued to your screens, because this is going to be an absolute barnstormer.
Yeah, as we see Alfano from Christ College dressed up. Just the success of like what Christ College does and having the championship pedigree is a great thing to lean on for Coach Ben Sheet. But in saying that, surely a lot of success this year. You know, spoke to Coach Fraser and he alluded, you know, they've been in situations where they've been down every game this tournament at one point in the game and kind of fought through it. So this is not unfamiliar territory for Shirley boys in this whakataita and in this Kemu. So we'll definitely look forward to seeing what we got here.
Tika, as we see, he kupinga hao, full court press here. Just to slow it down. Maybe get a steal, probably not.
My apologies. 7 players from this game played in that club final.
Impressive.
You said earlier that these two teams, when they have battled, It's been pretty close as Toby Hunt. Kudu Fifi Toru on ways.
Yeah, that man there really took over in the Canterbury competition game earlier in the season. He dropped 40 points on Christ College. So Christ know Toby Hunt also well. They also know how this guy plays. Oh, great look to Flatman.
40 points, that will take me 40 games to get. Rebounding maybe 20? No. 10.
I think I got 40 points in 2K once, but that's about it. That's why we're up here calling the game, fellas.
And just looking over our facts, wouldn't you believe it? The two teams from Canterbury, there were 94 teams that entered into the Zones tournament earlier this year to qualify for this national. 94? Yeah. Stats man, James Lisselman, always hooking me up with facts and stats.
94, and then there's 24 teams here.
Yep.
Now we're left with 2.
Left
and
with
both
2.
of them come from
Ōtautahi, Zone 4.
OMG.
As we see under 16 head coach Ben Sheet just giving instruction to his Kaitakoro there down there.
Yeah, so much has gone into this, hasn't it, fellas? The homework's been done, the schoolwork's been done. You've made it out of your qualifying regionals, and now you're on day 6 here in Fly Palmy Arena with playing for all the marbles.
You'd hope the homework's been done, and I definitely know at my time if the homework wasn't done, I wasn't allowed to play.
As we see Miss Kuruwhiwhi Turu, and this is where Shirley are very good as Taff got a hand to the ball.
Yeah, just saved that ball, didn't he? But just to the blue shirt rather than the black. And there he is, that man, Jose.
Too big, too strong.
Yes, Efo Portongia takes a seat. I know Dad Dimitri will be following closely with what his sons are doing in this game here.
Ka pai me Tētai, in and out dribble there and pulls up right in front of the man and draws the foul. Ka pai hooky.
Ihaka Kate having himself a ball game so far, fellas, in this first.
Yeah, Ihaka Kate now up to 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Te hara me te tahi, so has a chance at the Kuru Tautaku.
I think we need to change his surname to Cape because he's wearing one like he's Superman.
Not all superheroes wear Kates, you might say.
I think we spoke about that last night there, Evo Greg.
Hey, aside from Bruno and Hawani, it is the Kates doing the bulk of the scoring here for Christ. 8 for Ihaka and 7 for Tawhiri.
Yeah, and on the other end, 7 for Millen and 8 for Toby Hunt.
Nice cuts.
Yeah, great cut, great find. That little flex cut action there that they got over going there has been pretty much of a staple for this Christ College outfit. Just a big shout out to the Efo Tongia father Dimitri. Obviously, like I said, alluded to earlier, no stranger to success in Poitukohu with his Aranui High School winning back in '98.
Kia ora. And that was with
Nat Connell.
Nat Connell, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, Nat Connell did message me 48-0.
48-0.
Yep.
What, they went that year?
Yep. 48-0.
Jeez.
So shout out to Nat. I know you'll be listening. I know you follow this carefully. As we see a big dunk.
Woo! Jack Howard.
Liam, is that Jack? Liam Marshall.
No, sorry, Liam Marshall, yeah. Apologies.
He's hit a bit of a high flyer. Liam Marshall. Saw a few highlights of him. His dunk against Rosmini, so that's not surprising that he would get up there and throw it down.
Oh, that's a big play in the grand scheme of things. Such a momentum build of the dunk, powerful.
As we see the replay, great baseline inbounds. Just a lack of communication there.
Beautiful camera work there too. Well, that replay looked like something for a highlight reel for that young man.
Just mentioning that name earlier, JT, Nat. He was one of my favourite players, just so smooth and crafty. He wasn't the fastest, but he could be fast when he put on the jets. But how he attacked the lane and spin moves. I haven't seen anyone be quite as crafty as that these days.
Yeah, shout out to Nat Connell. I know, obviously, coaching his sons now at Lions Club in Canterbury. Crafty, and just a big shout out to Bert Knox too, who was the head coach of that team and another staple of what Canterbury is built on.
Tough. Ball and hammer. There's a shot clock to Windles and Hunt. Not today, and that's the end of the first quarter, gentlemen. 22-21. Shirley with a slender lead here in this one. So much to like so far in this one.
Aye, you keep down the half minute. 0 fouls for both teams, and blink of an eye, and we're here already, nearly going into the second. So it's just gone by just like that. Nothing in it.
Quick shout out to all our sponsors.
Oh no, just look, e roa ngā hara I rute I nei wahanga. Oh, yeah. So he hapa kei konei, so whānau, I've got the stats in front of me. Matua and Greg see the big screen, but yeah, e roa ngā hapa I rute I nei kemu.
There must be a hapa with my eyes as well, because honestly I didn't see it.
You need those sunglasses again, Mato. JT, what did you see so far in that one, stats-wise?
Oh, yeah, it's an impressive start there from Ihaka Kate. You know, him and his brother Taff, as you alluded to, just carrying the load, combining for 17 of Christ, 21 points, and then Te Tahoe Shirley boys, pretty similar. Toby Hunt carrying the load with Millen Newton was 7, so what we expected, whānau, close, tight, contested game with both kura knowing each other so well. You know, as we alluded to predictions, I'm just happy to see both Tahi squads in there, and I'm on the fence with this one, boys.
With Double Dam gone, I thought someone that would come in, like yourself, JT, he was on the fence all morning. You've come in and on the fence. I've gone Christ. Matua, you've seen that first quarter. Where are you sitting at so far with that, with your prediction?
Well, judging from last night and watching Shirley play last night, I'm going to lean that way because a few players on their team are relentless. The number 4 in there, he just goes to the hole and doesn't shy away from the contact. I really like how he attacks down low. Just a little, I received a message from the big man, Ben Hill. He says that goes by the name of Cody. I'm not too sure what that's about, but later on, no doubt, Ben will let me know. So kia ora, Ben.
Yeah, I think that number 4 you were alluding to there, Millen Newton, he is nothing short of amazing. As so is that sign behind the Shirley bench up the spars. I was a little confused with that for a second. However, I believe it is, JT, they are known as the Spartans.
Yeah, they've generally had a bit of a tradition at these secondary school nationals that Etahi or Ngā Tame dress up as a Spartan and run around, but obviously they're in this game, so that's obviously not going to happen. So, but that's something that they've been known for. As Ifo Tongia, you know, had an extended break there at the back end of the first quarter, so he's looking pretty fresh as he gets the ball to the hapa. That is the Spartan, I believe, if we go back to that, that is Fraser Coshley's 3 brothers, Gareth, Duncan, and Cam. And that's Gareth dressed up as the Spartan.
I love that, the commitment.
Commitment
I imagine
from the
that's
brother.
not his daily attire, so...
To be honest, me knowing Gareth and seeing that, I'm not surprised.
I think I saw the Mato and something like that earlier on this week too, on his motorbike. There's a football Tongia, ball at top of the key. Looking to attack, isn't he?
Yes.
Great
maybe we
little
should have taken
jumper.
that up though. He was unselfish there. He was right at the rim and dropped it off. Nevertheless, they scored.
Bruno Thompson.
Yeah, I like the fact that both teams like to go to their bench early, as we see Naji, face guarding Toby Hunt for this quarter.
Kurififi Toru attempt there.
As Toby Hunt is contemplating, what am I going to do to shake off that bad turnover?
They really swarmed him there on defense. Some elite whakamaru being played there, Matua.
Te kahoki, ka pai tō whakamai tō tātou reo. Using our language, when I say our, I'm including you, so it's te reo o Aotearoa.
As we see Tongia downhill, Ifepo Tongia.
Looking like a young David Hawkboy with the left hand there.
Yeah, you don't really want to get in front of that when he gets started. As he is an impressive young man, as Toby Hunt coming off a double pin down now, getting to the cup and drawing the hudder. Just a big shout out also, I've seen both principals of both Kura have made their way up. Tim Grocott, I believe, for Shirley Boys, and also Joe Eccleton for Christ College. Always good, like, you know, these Kura and the pride that they take in having their Kura make the final. You do see a lot of principals make their way to these types of competition. It's no different in Poi Tukohu, as surely young Toby Hunt with his second Kuru Tautuku.
I'm sure if the rapper scribe was watching this game, he'd be saying not many, if any.
Matua, you're on fire, man. Saved yourself really for the final as Hawani to Kate. Kate really bring that X factor so far early in this one.
Yes.
Oh, nice rebound.
On cue.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ihaka.
I did hear Toby say it was out, but Whānau, it hit the top of the backboard. It only out as if it hits the clock, the shot clock there at the top. As Liam,
Oh, nice take.
Liam Marshall there, going strong to the hoop, and Naji, great playoff too to finish the layup.
So a bit of back and forth at the moment. Someone needs to get a stop, put their hand up and say, no, not this time down. Kia kaha mai te tā ārai ki ngā tahe rua.
Coburn. Coburn uses the glass.
Yeah, just a friendly roll there off the glass in the tupper as Naji, back-to-back raise for Naji there. Archie Naji.
Hasn't he been impressive since he's come on?
Yeah.
Archie.
Great find. Toby Hunt.
This is a mouth-watering matchup. Kate and Hunt. Defense comes across. Stunts. Hunt. What I love about Hunt too is he'll come straight back down the court again with the ball and won't even hesitate to shoot that same shot. Definitely has a goldfish memory.
As we see kite ana Boston Pairata o te kuru whiwhitoru. And like you said, Hunt again just kind of wheeling and dealing. Does a great job at using his body. Unlucky there, may have been a little bit of more contact, but Christ out and running as Bruno Thompson with that A, and Christ College up by 5. Karima.
Hawani leading the break there. Big man with the assist.
That's all it took though. Hunt was still getting himself back up on the ground and Christ just moved the ball so quick. Again, the great find to Kate. And I think time for a wahiki, fellas, because the momentum swinging solely in favour of Christ College in this one.
As we see the replay, Ifupotongia finds Kate. Just as that was happening, Millen and Jose were checking back into the game. So I think Coach Fraser's seen enough. They just need to shore up their turnovers. The spacing is a little bit off, which is causing a congestion on the driving lanes, and Christ College are just so good at closing gaps and using their length.
And I believe the only two players out there at the moment, JT, you might be able to correct me on this, but Kate with 14 and Hunt with 10. The only ones in double-digit scoring so far.
Yeah, you're definitely correct there.
I love hearing that. I don't really hear that much at home, so it's great to be down with you guys. And
yeah.
the mana has been quite refreshing. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, just a mihi ana ki o mātou whānau, you know, back home, or our whānau back home, for me and Greg, our partners, our tamariki and yours here in Te Papaoa allow us to come here and do this mahi. So mihi a tu kia koutou.
Kia ora, and if I can, sorry to butt in there, Greg, but if I can just do a bit of a mihi to my mokopuna, who's won today.
Oh,
It's his first birthday, my grandson, Hawaii Jones.
And how did you end up getting away with coming here, not there?
Well, you know, I signed on the dotted line, and so I'm obliged to be here under the contract that I signed with the NBA. I mean,
The NBA.
Is Jose Tito.
The opportunity to meet
Tana.
Ryan Doubledam obviously was the real telling factor there. Sorry, what did you see there, JT?
Just a great move there. Jose checks back into the game and he gets straight to work in terms of like using his size, strength, athleticism to get to the cup as he earns his kuru tau ticket. A little bit to the left.
Yeah, it's those 5-letter names, starting with an H for each of these two teams. We've got Jose and we've got Hoane. Great battles unfolding here all over the court. Great individual matchups.
and we saw there the kick cam. I'm not sure what those shoes are, but they look like a pair of Kobe's. Anyway, here we go, carrying on. Little pull up.
Great
Nice
find to Marshall. And look at him, Miller Newton, not the biggest, as you said, biggest, tallest player, but big at heart and big engine as Toby Hunt with the kuru whiwhi turu to close the gap to far.
Adding to his tally, Mr. Hunt. Me te haere tonu te tāparo, he mata ki te mata, man-on-man defense here with Shirley. Tungia, I like this boy.
Nice matchup there. And that's the one that you talked about early in the game, Greg. As we see, almost three-quarter court alley-oop, just a little bit off on that mucker there from Newton.
And either of those boys, you know, you can throw it up from like half court. You know, the athleticism on display is almost ridiculous at times. Completely envious myself. But yeah, incredible poitakohu on display here. This men's final, we saw a great women's final. I tell you what, fellas, the A as well has been just as great as the double A. We've seen so much happen as in tough and one pakete. But it's been great.
Yeah, just a great move there from Efo Tongia to find Bruno Thompson on the cut. Marshall came for a double, kind of left Bruno Thompson there open for that A to earn the hara me te tahi.
And it was the right pass to make there.
Just on your side note with the A finals here, like you said, it's just been a great week, great 6 days of poitukohu te mahi, and it's just come down to this as Tito Haitana reaching for the sky there, reaching for the ra.
Tika. And here we go again, right back at you.
Right back at you. Ifo Potongia saying what you can do, I can do just as well as you can.
Possibly better.
Two incredible displays of athleticism. And Hunt almost went for that one too.
I thought we were going to get a third dunk in a row.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, this lead is now down to 4.
Yeah, pai te mahi o ngā kai tākaro o ngā tima tuarua as we see Kate finding Thompson on the wheel, just like opening the floodgates. I think that, like I said, the familiarity of both teams opens up those opportunities because they know how to attack each other. As I believe that was probably touched there from Bruno Thompson. We have the luxury of the replay, but I believe it was touched off Thompson.
And are we going to have a reversal?
He's made the call there, young Elijah.
And that's just it, isn't it? The benefit of hindsight, the benefit of a replay. I think, as you just mentioned, could be a little fingertip action. Let's check it out.
Yes,
Yeah.
as we saw there. And obviously referees don't always get it right, and that's Kate to play.
Yeah, but
It's such a fast game. Sorry, Josh.
No, I was just going to say we have the benefits of seeing it on replay as we are on TV. Our Kai Wawal and the GJ Gardner Gray, they don't have that luxury.
So we've got all the angles. Sometimes they don't see everything. is just experienced there, but haere tonu ana I te papararangi nei Christ College. Let's see what they can do from here. Just run of the mill.
Te kariti o karaiti. Tōna ingoa Māori.
Kate threatening, and that man, he's been nothing short of absolutely fantastic as Bruno Thompson.
Yeah, as I alluded to, te kariti o karaiti, te ingoa Māori o te kapa o te kura o Christ College. Te ingoa Māori o Shirley boys, ngā tama o rau parau, o rau pairoa.
Rau pairoa, ne.
O rua pairoa, aroha mai.
Pairoa. E nei kure e rua kei te whenua o kaitau o te Waipounamu, Waitaha. Noi re ka mihi ki tērā iwi nanui, kaore kore e nei tama e pānga pea.
Yeah, te iwi o ngā kaitiaki o te tahi ko ngai tūhuriri. Mihi atu ki a koutou. As we see Christ College just work the ball around. And I believe Shirley into a bit of a zone now. So a bit of a zone look as Boston Pairata with the offensive tūrapa as Kate just probes.
I don't know if you saw Kate had his head on a swivel, looked for the assist, saw that it was on for the reverse. What a finish.
As Jose Tito Haitana.
Big and strong. Like to see him get a bit more action down low, but he finds his own through offensive rebounding. He doesn't need a play called for him.
I just like the way that both teams, all players on the court, when they catch the ball, are ready to score. They're just looking to shoot, you know, as we see Nama Kore Taylor into the game. Jed Taylor.
Mai waho, ai wariake, ko haere.
Is Kate's younger brother, Taff Fiddy. That's a tough layup.
Step through, almost, I don't say risked like a hyper extension or anything, but it looked like he came down uncomfortably, but still was able to finish.
He rite te pēnei o tēnei tama kōkiri tonu atu ai. Kaore e no mataku ki ngā kahikatea o raro.
Yeah, regardless of this result, Newton putting up his hands for some individual accolades, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a tough finish, and he has been stellar this 6 days.
Yeah, for sure. Just on a side note, whether Shirley win or lose, this is the highest ever finish at this whakataitai. So I think the previous best was back in the 90s, 4th with one Rewi Manahi. If you know
Manahi, I know that name. I played him in 2nd division in Taranaki when he was up there for the BP Taranaki team. Big man.
Yeah, I have seen a photo of it. He's looking pretty skinny there.
We've had a few kura that have, you know, performed the best that they ever had since being at this tournament. So shout out to everyone. You know, you might not necessarily win, but your school's actually done the best it's been. And Christ are off, pushing it on the fast break. JT.
Yeah, Ifokotongia with the nice little slow step with the Mato Maui as Toby Hunt finishes a tough array of his own.
Looked like he kind of lost it there for a second there. Toby Hunt was able to regain possession and tough finish.
Yeah, very tough finishes. Christ have kind of just like increased their lead here from the first quarter to now be up 9. Sorry, 6. Oh, my math. Oh, where?
Tawhiri Keat there was trying to just do the odd head nod, trying to get his teammate to cut. We've got a 2-on-1 situation here. Newton.
Oh, boy, gave it up early to receive it back.
Costley, he's contributed well so far in this one. Kobe Costley.
Yes, he is being very instrumental, now up to 5 points, but Toby Hunt is leading the way for Shirley with 17.
5, 4. Oh.
Hoane.
Christ College finishing
45-48, Shirley Boys High School just trail Christ going into this one. Matua, take us out at halftime.
Ai, tēnā koe I tēnā kōrero, ki te ana rā tātou, I te tini me te mano, kei te haere atu, ki te kōti, mo te tei whakataitai no oti rā, I tēnei whakataitai o mā, kia mau tonu mai, pupuri tonu mai ki tēnei tei hana. Hari te mea he aputa nui no reira, e kēmu kei te haere, no ora mai, aro tonu mai.
Hey, I'm Dylan Boucher from Basketball New Zealand, here at Kakaramia School. Just having some great fun with the kids here with our Hoops and Schools programs. Your school can be one of these schools having the fun with our Tall Blacks and Tall Ferns and local NBL and Tauihi teams. Nothing but fun going on out here, prizes given away, kids making shots, laughter, fun, that's what it's all about.
Over the past 2 years alone, we've managed to install nearly 50 hoops across 25 Taranaki schools in the region. Not only are we providing opportunities for tamariki and rangatahi to participate, we're also proving the sustainability of the program itself as we continue to grow momentum right across the motu. Hoops and Schools continues to deliver amazing opportunities for kids all over New Zealand, giving them access to basketball no matter where they are.
We're really grateful for having the Hoops and Schools program in Taranaki. We are bursting at the seams in terms of facilities. We have something like 100 plus primary and intermediate school teams. Providing these hoops to the kids fitted in with the whole growth of the game. I know that having these hoops in the schools will just support the whole program and see the future growth of the game.
And go! Just fill up at a participating Caltex, stack your pump discounts, and you could collect more savings on your next visit. Oh, there's another one. Getting quite good at this. Ah, filling and saving. Feels good.
Okay, guys, twice to sell. Got past the sell, going to sell. Ladies and gentlemen,
this isn't about what we wore back in the day.
we're going to go now. Going once, going twice. No more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
It's time for action. We are working to reduce the impacts of climate change because nature is not a resource, it's a collaborator. Nativa, leading with nature.
Food is your medicine. If you really want good health, know where your food's coming from.
We wanted our children to grow up in the wilderness. The world needs kids like that.
Māori have always understood the best way to live on this harsh land. We can hold on to our tikaka, our practices, our traditions, and bring them into this day and age.
Tēnā no tātou katoa, kei ngā whānau o te motu kia koutou kei te waipau numu ka roto mai o tautai. Tēnā koutou ka rekore e hikaka ana, kei te no ki te peto o tō tūru. Hoi anō rā, kei te kite ake, I te kaiako e kōrero rautaki atu ana. Kei muri I tēnei kapa kei te kite ake I a Mason Lepau. I ona rā haere ai ki te kāreti o church. Hoi anō kei o kuhua. Any sort of things that either of these teams have to work on in this half heading into the third quarter?
I think just before we got into that, Matua, do we see a half-court shot of the Foot Locker competition here? Here we go, lets it fly and banks that voucher. And shout out to Foot Locker. They are our main sponsor and they've been nothing short of fantastic. But just getting back to your point there, Matua, I just took a look at the scores and Hunt leading the way with 17 for Shirley Boys, doing an outstanding job, and Ihaka Kate just leading the way there for Christ with 14. 6-point deficit. JT, what have you seen?
I just think the teamwork of Christ College has kind of been the reason why they've powered to a 6-point lead. Like I say power, but it's been like backwards and forwards for the majority of the game. Like you said, Toby Hunt and Ihaka leading the way from the teams, but you look at the Christ College, Hawani with 10, Bruno with 12, Dark with 11, so 4 guys in double figures, where Shirley, just Toby with double figures, but Millen with 9, so yeah, it's all about margins and adjustments, and it's be interesting seeing what adjustments each team make coming out of the second half, as we see Boston Parata just a bit short on his kudu whiwhitoru.
But that young lad that hit that half-court shot, he wasn't really over the moon at himself. He must do those all the time. He just got $100 check to go to Foot Locker.
Do you know what the interesting thing is? A referee hit two Foot Locker half-court shots on different days. Incredible. And he had a good look today as well in the earlier shot. So, yeah, shout out to that referee. I think that's on the BBNZ socials. If you check out BBNZ on the gram, Facebook, even at Twitter.
Ooh. I've been impressed with Toby Hunt. Like you said, he isn't afraid. Koe mate ea ki te kudu whiwhitoru, so he's not afraid to shoot those threes, even heavily contested.
First step. See you later.
Is it like your little jab that you were just telling me about there, Matua, in our break?
I think mine was a little bit quicker though. There's the ref there on the sideline.
Yeah, that's the one that was shooting those Foot Locker half-court shots. It'll be a nice trip down to Foot Locker. A couple $100 in the bank. They'll get you a little something for sure.
That's
nice pair
right.
of kicks.
And we've seen a few of those half shots being successful this week. And so shout out again to Foot Locker. O tira te hunga kai tautoko katoa ngā kamupene a whakata Māori. Ne? Ki te kore a whakata Māori ko kore e tae te mā takitaki ngā whānau i te kāinga. Me i katika.
As we see Shirley go through a little pin down action. Taylor finds Hunt. Hunt now just squaring up Ihaka Kate. Tough. Liam Marshall with the offensive tūrapa. Blocked by Tawhiri. Costly, let's just settle it down, get Millen on the downhill. He likes his matchup with Taff, as he is a little bit older and stronger than Taff, so he likes to just use his body and bully his way through there.
So crafty. Oh, look at that little crossover right in front of him. See one way to the other. Look like Iverson.
Yeah, great work there from cameraman Sam there, getting out the way. I have seen in the past that the camera has been knocked over from our Kai Tākaro.
See this crossover against Sia.
Yeah, look at him there. Oh, yeah, moved out the way. Good work, Sam.
Surprised he didn't take one on the chest there, Sam. Adept at taking the charge. Nice.
Obviously, there he is there wearing his Wellington basketball t-shirt with pride. Had a Jets top on, hoodie on before.
How does that work?
I think you just slide them over your torso.
Tautoko ki ngā poituku o te manua tū me te whanganui a tara.
Yeah, feed in both camps.
Much like you, JT, being on the fence here for this one. I know I've gone Christ, and the Matua went Shirley. You being that, I think that might have been smart from you being from Ototahi.
Yeah, if I picked one, I'd probably get slack from the other. So I kind of just jumped on the fence, and yeah, I just want to see a winner, and we're going to win anyways for being from a kuta from Ototahi. But I do support Ben and Fraser, and they've done an excellent job with both their kuta and both their kapa iti neito.
Oh, nice dump inside. Right man to have that ball inside.
Just so strong, Ifo Portongia down low, as we see Millen, Newton.
Hopefully we don't lose that young man to rugby. I'm sure he could easily convert to being a rugby player. As we see him now.
I thought we could have had lift off there, boys, but Costly just being a little bit pesky there and making things life a bit difficult.
Great. Maui ki te matou step there from Hunt. to the cuppa. Yeah, the old Euro step. You ever heard of a Pino step, boys? The old pump fake Filipino step, they call it.
Oh, I just saw a Māori shuffle up here in the commentary box. Matua going down memory lane there, I believe. Oh,
No,
great move, Newton.
Oh, nice block there, and he's talking to him. Like to see some of that. Up by, nice cut.
I like the way that Christ is just going about their business. They're doing what they need to do. As Ifu Portungia, other than that one there, has done a great job. But they're looking a little bit tight as Taft just gives them the nod, the shake of the head, saying nope, not in my house. As we saw Jackson Ball there off to Illawarra next week.
Yeah, very exciting for Jacko. Man, a few words. Try to get a few quotes from him before a few the games we called, and didn't really have too much for me. I said, any shout outs to anyone at home? Nah. Sorry for your time, Jackson. I'll carry on then.
As we see Christ College work their way through to Taft. Blitz the on ball here just to see if they can get it out of his hands, and Toby Hunt does a great job with his kai pare as Shirley now look to close the gap. Hasn't been more than 6, I think. 7.
Oh, nice take.
Hunt throwing everything but your kitchen sink at this one.
Yeah.
Just relentlessly attacking the tupper. Just no concern for his own health, safety, well-being.
Yeah, just a great little left to right crossover to get rid of Taft, and Bruno just a little bit late coming over to help. And no double figure lead for either team. Obviously Shirley's biggest lead is 3 and Christ is 7. So here is young Toby Hunt looking to close the gap to just Toru.
I hope Osh isn't in the building, occupational safety hazard, because this young man is just throwing himself around with reckless abandon.
Yes, he'll be getting fined left, right and centre.
As there are great health teams here, whānau, at secondary schools. I saw some wahine down there using the leg massages.
Not us at City Fitness, JT. We don't have the premium pass. That broke my heart as Kurufupi Toru on ways for Ihaka Kate.
And extends the lead back up to 6.
Just went a bit quiet there, Ihaka, for a little bit. Hopefully that gets him back underway here for Christ.
Is Toby Hunt working real hard there on the offensive tūtapa. Just a little bit unlucky. Stood on the line. Yeah, I sent a photo of you last night after we departed, and I was just sitting in my sister's massage chair for the night, and I think I fell asleep in that one.
Yeah, you know you're not 21 anymore when you're falling asleep in massage chairs, Matua. You have put in a shift though, multiple games over the 6 days. You know, I know there's some tired bodies out here with the boys, but I know we put in a bit of a shift ourselves, lads.
Yep, but I wouldn't say I was tired. I think I must be the fitter one of the 3.
Oh, you can tell. I saw you at City Fitness too, Matua, putting in a big shift.
Here we go from outside. Nice find, nice look off the back foot. Kao. Tūrapa whai piro au wariake. Ko haere tonu ki ngā reihi.
So great kick to the corner.
Like, to be able to throw that pass through traffic was impressive from young Kobe Costley, as we see Millen. Little rake down there from Ihaka Kate. Just looking for the foul, but no hara.
It was the right idea. Jose was streaking to the hoop. He just tried to bounce past it, but Christ's active hands just causing a bit of chaos there, knocking that ball out of bounds. But it will be Shirley that get the ball back.
Didn't realise the clock there. He should have put that up. Nevertheless, unfortunate.
Elite whakamaru there, Matua.
Yes, when you hear the shot clock go off, you sort of pat yourself on the back, knowing that you've done a good job for 24 seconds without fouling and causing them not to, well, causing a violation. Here we see Crate.
Must be a little bit of a make-up call there from the earlier one where Thompson knocked it out.
I just thought of that too. I was about to say, I think karma is in the building. It definitely looked like it came off Shirley. So, hey, that evens things up in our minds, isn't it, JT?
Yeah, it does, as we see Millen Newton. Just explosive. Downhill is young Millen and gets to the cup. Just a shout out to Aaliyah Newton and his sister over in America. I know she'll be watching on from the confines of her college.
Yeah, Newton had 9 at the end of the half, I believe, and is now kicked on to 15. So
yeah, double figures.
I'm sure it won't be the last time we mention his name. And that scoreboard, I guarantee, will tick over in this one beside M. Newton.
Yeah, just a foul trouble. I see young Bruno Thompson has 3 and Archie Nagy for 3 for Christ. No one in foul trouble for Shirley boys. Just Jose with 2.
Okay, Kurufifi Toru. Interesting you mentioned that though. In this particular quarter though, JT, only 1 foul for Christ College and 3 for Shirley boys. So, yeah, those boys must have gone into foul trouble early in this one.
Yeah, it's been quite a clean game, as we see. Nice block there from a nice paraka from Ifopo Tongia. Christ College just kind of building momentum, back up by 7.
Nothing worse than creating space and pulling up for the nice jumper, and then the likes of Ifopo Tongia comes across and says, not in this house.
Look at that skill though. The crossover by the big man, finds his mate out there wide open.
Great pump fake. And just repaying the favour.
Ka aroha, ka mautonu ia rātou te pauro. He didn't have possession of that ball, so it won't reset the shot clock. It'll be 1.6 left, so they need to be aware of that.
JT, you said great pump fake, and it's because he's hit those Kurufifi Torus at a high clip that defender has to get out and get up on that, and was just able to blow by.
Yeah, I think like we were looking at a highlight there too from Ifopo Tongia, is the pass deflected by Jose Tito Haitana.
Yeah, so to your point there, Greg, he set up that. So, you know, he's made a few early, which helps him out as we go into the deep ends of this quarter. They're going to run at him, and he's just going to go by them easy.
Yeah, relatively quiet, both crowds through this game, because the game has just been kind of in the balance. I was hoping for a highlight block there, but Bruno managed to get it up just enough.
Yeah, soft touch in the paint there. Using the glass. Some amazing skill sets on display. Some really deep kites, as we talked about, boys. A wealth of moves that these young men can call on at any stage. And then just athleticism to play defense. Be some phenomenal kaipare out there, I think you said earlier, JT.
Yeah, as we see, one of the better ones of the defensive players in Ihaka Kate, and just the mahi that he's been putting in.
Oh, a bit of a travel there.
A relatively low scoring affair after seeing that Westlake performance here, boys. Some big defense being played by both sides.
Yeah, just kind of, both teams have kind of just gone through the feel-out phase, and now they're kind of just going through their offense. The defense has got a lot better. They kind of figured out, sweet, they're going to attack this, we're going to take this away. So it's like a chess match, right, for both teams, both coaches.
Important position here for Shirley, fellas, as the lead is 9 currently. Do not want that to go into double digits going into the 4th.
Te kohoki tau e hoa, so very important time for Shirley right now. They need to get a score and a stop.
Yeah, we have seen Shirley down big in some of their games, some of their comebacks this week. So they are very capable of it.
Hawane just gives it up to Taff there, and they're looking for the big fella on the down low. Jose could see that came across, but that left that young man open.
Smart play there from Christ College in terms of like getting Hawane on the smaller, costly, as we see Millen Newton with the fancy moves and Tafiti.
How many blocks does Tafiti have?
I think that might be number 3.
Got a bit cute there, Kate, with the no look.
Aroha mai, na mawha.
Having a block party out there is tough, Kate.
Big kuruwhiwhi toru from Kobe Costley. You know, big time moments. Kobe Costley has stepped up for Shirley boys for the year, so I'm not surprised to see him hit that kuruwhiwhi toru.
Chance for a 2-for-1 here for Christ.
Tata, aure ake, haere ana ki ngā reihi a Newton. Ka mau tonu pe ki ai I te paoro hei tuku whakamutunga mo te kapo o Shirley.
High IQ play there from Newton, just slowing that down, making sure that Shirley get the last shot.
Oh, nothing caught there.
And that is a tough parkette, and that'll end the third quarter. And momentum a bit, boys, here with Shirley. They brought it back to 4. I tell you what, we are in for an absolute treat going into the fourth. Wherever you are at home, you've got 1 minute 50 to put the jug on. I tell you what, get that kettle going, cup of tea. Fellas, what have you liked so far in this one?
Well, for me, I think I want to see more input from number 4, Willen Nugent. Been a little bit quiet. He's taken a few long shots, and I think he needs to get back to what's worked well for him throughout this whole tournament, getting into the paint.
Yeah, definitely agree with you, Matua. And for Christ College, I think they just need to stay the course. A few too loose passes, which have led to turnovers for them, up to 9 turnovers for the game. So they'll want to correct that, and saying that both teams are at 9. Looking at the stats, Whānau, it is like splitting hairs. It is pretty even. I think the one that's really telling is the points in the paint by Christ College. 56 of their 68 points in the paint, in the contrast of Shirley, 38 of their 64 points in the paint. As Shirley are 6 of 12, sorry, from 3, so shooting 50%, whereas Christ 3 of 15. But looking 71%, Christ are shooting from the kuruwhiwhi from the inside the paint. So
JT, the most amazing statistician on board, just picks apart a little bit of information for us. And I tell you what, folks, 4-point game, AA boys final. This is what we wanted to see, fellas. We wanted to see a close fought battle. Yep. JT, you almost went out on a limb and promised us that this would be what we would see. And you have been a Nostradamus, my friend. We have seen exactly what you said was going to happen. It's come to fruition. Yep. Big fourth quarter ahead.
Yeah, just looking at looking back over the stats, 7 hara for each team. So only 14 fouls in 3 quarters of basketball. So it's been pretty free-flowing, real physical. Like, look at the rebound count, 30 each. You know, 16, 12 assists, 9 turnovers each, 6-5 steals. Obviously, Christ with more blocks, but it's like margins.
Yeah, you said splitting hairs, right? It's a great analogy there to describe that one. And we're underway, folks. 10 minutes of game time to decide who is going to be the New Zealand champion secondary schools AA boys.
Yeah, and we're probably looking at game 60 for some of these Tama and Kōtiro. So long season, still a lot more basketball for some of them. But like you said, the last time that the school shirt will be on, the school singlet, the school pride. So 10 minutes of just heavy lifting mahi from either team.
Just looked around for my seatbelt on my chair because I'm trying to strap in. This is a big fourth quarter ahead.
Yeah. You might find hard to find one that fits. But, you know, you going to the gym, so good on you. Here we go.
It's like old Holden Kingswood, no belt in this one.
Oh, yeah. I have a story for you about it, Holden Kingswood, but I'll save that for later.
Well, I'm a forward man myself, so keep that story to yourself, please.
As we see Jose Teto Haitana with the lay and the nice dime from Kobe Costley.
Lucky there, was caught in the air.
Oh, nice look inside. come on, got to make those. He gets his own rebound twice.
Sometimes you've got to pad your stats, Matua.
Yeah, a bit like, what do they say about, what's his name? Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Russell.
Almost said.
How are we looking on rebounds for Gotobia, by the way?
He's got 8, 9 now, his fit. He's been a bit of a problem down low. 18 points, probably 10 rebounds as well. So
they're a little bit hesitant on what they're actually doing out there at the moment. They really need to get into their stuff early and actually decide what they're trying to do on offense and stick to the offense.
Yes, we saw Hawani Tongia just bail Shirley out with the foul, with the reach hara. And fresh setter, 14 seconds to Kuta or Shirley.
You're right. Shot clock was almost shot clock was almost expired, wasn't it? And just as you said, bailed out. Matua, give me those words of wisdom.
Well, I was just going to say that would have been their second shot clock violation.
Tough.
So they really need to get into their stuff early.
Toby Hunt now up to 23 for the game, so he's putting in a big shift for the Shirley boys team. As Boston Pairata, no good. Boston has yet to find a Kura Whiwhitoru, and he's one of the better shooters in this game.
Fellas, Shirley has a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Kura Whiwhitoru on ways from none other than Jose Tito Haitana.
A little bit early in the shot clock, I thought, but need to come down and get something, get some more movement, body movement, ball movement.
Tough, thinks about it, finds Tongia in the paint, great spin. Just too strong, too big, too strong, too athletic down there in the painter.
The footwork looked like something out of Fisher and Pike, what they put in their spin cycle. That was incredible. Newton, so impressive.
Yeah, he's been pretty good this last quarter and a half or 5 minutes at the back end, and there's Toby Hunt with a nice spin move. No good.
Good elevation on that shot.
3 cross players there for the defensive two-upper, but couldn't quite gather it as the ball rolls at the end.
Look at this elevation on that shot. And there's a lot of people standing around and watching, so, he's gone a bit flat offensively, although he's... shot clock again.
Yeah, I think the shot clock expired, so they were just talking. I might have had the buzzer there at the end. Obviously, Whānau, we have headphones on, so we can sometimes hear it, sometimes not hear it.
Just hovering around this 4-point mark. They've cut it to 2. Price have pushed it out to 6 to 8. But they sort of stayed around this 4-point margin. Oh, and he's just battling away the offensive two-upper, Hawani Tongia, really stamping his name on this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, he's like, Whānau, they're keeping close, but I'm just going to keep extending the lead as Millen Newton with a nice little floater, the Kuru Peke. Yeah, it's been quiet. Ihaka Kate. But you can be quiet when Tongia is just taking over, as I say Ihaka Kate's name.
Yeah, I think Hawani might have heard you because he unselfishly gave it back to Ihaka just for just a slightly higher percentage shot, and Ihaka, fantastic finish.
Oh, nice find there. Inside.
Both teams are just kind of trading basket for basket, which is what we love to see, Whānau.
Great hands there from Jose Tito Haitana just to wrap Kate up, and a jump ball called, and we'll see a Waiheke here, fellas.
Yeah, first one of the second of the Wahanga Tuarua. Itene Kiemu goes to Christ College, so pretty free-flowing. That was the first time out of this Wahanga Matua.
Well, you surprised me because I couldn't remember. That's 15 minutes. That's a long time, and you've got a good memory. So, no, you're right.
We lose you after 15 minutes,
Martin. That's pretty crazy though, right? first time out, 15 minutes.
It shows you how close this game is, like, as we see the trophy, the past winners there, and that's what they're playing for. Whānau, the goal, it's quite heavy there. I never touched it, so saying that it's quite heavy, but I actually haven't never lifted that trophy before.
What a beautiful piece of something for the trophy cabinet. The medals are polished, everything's looking beautiful there. Oh, we've got the glass. Oh, MVP. Wow.
Yeah, MVP, eh? That's a discussion.
Yeah, I would hate to be part of that setup, having to call for both, not only the men's, but also the women's. We've seen some outstanding performances from a plethora of different players in this one. Yeah, hats off to whoever has to choose that.
And just quickly, that Carten there from Westlake came off the bench, but I saw her play last night and today. She was amazing. So it might be a first, you know, where you get someone who comes off the bench being an MVP. I don't know, I haven't seen their whole week, so.
Yeah. I left that up to the experts for that one. I might have a little bit of a say, but it wasn't all me.
That's Kate. He got a great look though. He was so open.
I think I'm going to put that down to Tawhiri Kate, just putting off Miller Newton there, because you normally see Miller Newton just go up for that, but Taff with 4 blocks this game and 4 very impressive ones. You know, that might have been a factor in that one.
Yep. And here he comes back with the 3.
Oh. No, he just wanted to do that instead.
Yeah, 2's worth more. Oh, sorry, 3's worth more than 2.
Is it?
Oh, Hawānau.
Just so dominant.
Unstoppable.
Just a bit too easy though for Hawānau there. Just late in this 4th quarter, just sort of a direct line to the puckheads here with not a lot of resistance.
No, and he's putting together a nice game, 26, 11 and 5 assists for Ifo Portongia.
And as you see him slide those puppies, so he's doing it at both ends. But you're right there, Greg. You know, you've got to start your work early and bump him starting now. Make it hard for him, or as hard as you can. See, as we see him creating for others.
And they have to send 2 defenders to him as well. As a great find. And it's that man again, Hawānau Portongia. If you didn't know the name before this game, you definitely do now.
You're actually looking at the reason he got that was off his initial drive, kick out, and then the ball reversal for him to get the reward as Toby Hunt. Tough finish. Been really impressed with young Toby Hunt throughout the tournament. He's played some big games for his Shirley. They'll be looking for him to be just as effective down the stretch with only 3 minutes 30 to go.
I love your analysis there, JT. See, I'm here calling superficial stuff, but you're really deep diving into the deep abyss.
As Miller Newton with the tough finish. Tawhiri Kate did a good job at not fouling. Now we're down to 1. Oh, splitting hairs, Whānau.
Yeah, I think he tried to take a guess. I think it was number 5, Liam Marshall for Shirley. Tried to take a guess maybe which way Ihaka was going to go. Just guessed incorrectly, and instead of getting in the chest, Kate sort of hits him on the shoulder, so able to draw that foul.
Yep.
And just a little bit of another note. Christ College haven't shot the ball well from the free throw line. Just 4 of 9 now for the game. It's funny.
Close game like this, like, you don't want to leave points out on the table.
No, and both teams haven't shot the ball well from the free throw. Only 10 each. So looking at the context of how the speed of this game has gone, like 10 free throws, not a lot of fouls. It's just a great game from both teams.
Behind the back, pretty moves there.
Toby Hunt with the tippet. Boys, we've got a tie game, 81 apiece.
3 minutes, we're under that as well. 81 each, as you said, JT. I tell you, when it's all for the marbles, that beautiful trophy on display, who wants to take it home?
Oh, Miller Newton has just been a pest these last few moments.
Nice dump off and the foul up for nevertheless.
And Shirley take their first lead since all the way back in the first quarter.
letting the boys play there. A little bit of contact, a little physicality, but woo, Shirley.
I like that. They've been consistent, these referees. You don't want to start calling it differently now.
No,
so
exactly.
good on them.
I think if we have a score here, we're looking at a Waiheke from Christ College. And if you don't know the rules, Whānau, Shirley will lose one of their timeouts, as they had 3 as Miller Newton! Kudu Whiwhi Toru! Wow! On the buzzer of the shot clock.
And the pendulum again of momentum swung back from Christ. It's gone straight to Shirley Boys High, and they've made the big plays at the business time end of this quarter. Fellas, what have we seen?
Well, as you alluded to, JT, you know, they just took over from the lead where they only had it in the first quarter, and you know, if they come on to finish this game on top, Christ will be very disappointed to be consistent holding this lead up into the very business end of this game.
Yeah, and it's been that man, Miller Newton, you know, back-to-back threes, steals. So he's kind of done it all in the last minute and a half for Shirley to get it back in. Just, I think what Christ need to do is go back to Whiwhi Tongia. He was very effective, and he was getting the score ticking over. He hasn't actually touched the ball a lot in those last few positions.
I pulled my Anamatua there. We're back 15 minutes, and I think I said something about Miller Newton. He was on about 15 points, you know, sort of late in that third quarter. Look at him now. He's out to 27, leading the way here for Shirley Boys High. And look at the crowd. They're up for this one.
Te Kaungi Tai really awaken their supporters over there. You can hear them screaming away in support. Nō reira, tai hoa ke tātou ka kite ka pēhea nei tēnei tākaro, te haere ake nei.
And this is like what we like to see, right? A close final for everything on the line. Like swings and momentum has been evident as we see Taft, no good on that layup. Big two-dupper from Jose. I almost called him Pompwani.
And the ball's in the right hands. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, he lets it go. What's he going to do? 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice take and one.
Toby Hunt, take a bow. The footwork, the handle, the acceleration, the athleticism, the finish at the hoop. Toby Hunt doing it all for Shirley Boys High.
Oh, just a great left to right crossover there from Toby Hunt. Manages to keep his balance and finishes his and one as we go to the Kudu Tuku, but no good. So leaving the door open for Christ College.
Saw Newton and creeped up to 27 and says no, takes his tally up to 31. Big steal. Just falling apart here a bit for Christ College late in the fourth, lads.
They might need to start thinking about a foul shortly.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls in this game, so both teams not in the bonus as Jose Tito has just put Shirley up 9.
Got to get a quick score, preferably a free.
No
Unlucky.
good.
No to Tito. They're going to have to foul here because they're still only sitting on one team foul. They have to foul. Get the foul count up.
As we're just going to lose Greg there for a moment, as he will go courtside to find our player of the game, and that would be up to him, I'm pretty sure.
Actually, they're on Freetown team foul, so they need to commit one quickly straight away to force Shirley to the line, give them a chance to get the ball back with 40 seconds on the clock. Josh, hea te rautaki. Mā Christi tēnei wā. What do you think they should be doing right now? Because there's 40 seconds, down 9.
Oh, yeah, obviously with the fouling, that's one key to watch. And also, like, just so they can stop the clock, as we see Jose. And that's not what Ben Sheep would have wanted. Because obviously all they need now, Kudu Whiwhi Toru, is that's no good as Liam Marshall picks up the defensive two-dupper. And that actually might do it. Shirley Boys.
I think it will. Even if they do foul, it's too late. So As we see now, takau mā iwa ngā hepuna kei te toi, ka haere atu a Shirley ki te rārangi koha. And it's got to be heartbreaking for those boys of Christ because they led for the duration,
for
most
sure.
part of their game.
Yeah, and they looked, I wouldn't say comfortable, but they were just kind of keeping Shirley at arm's reach. And like that man on screen, that man on the Kuru Tautoko has been very instrumental. He's the one that pretty much took over the game himself. Steals on the defensive end, hitting big Kuru whiwhi torus. And this is going to be an amazing run for Coach Fraser Costley, as it will cap off such a great season for Shirley boys, as we see a miss Kuru whiwhi toru and just a pāraka just to finish it off. But Shirley boys, whānau, will go
and the game's in the bag.
National champions in the year Rua Mano Rua Tekau Mā Rima. And mihi atu kia koutou I tai mai ki te mātakataka ene whakataitai. We will try and get you down to Greg Elliott, who will have our whānau and just get initial reaction from the players. But what a game, Matua. Just something that you want to see in a final, close all the way to the end, but with Shirley just kind of taking a 13-point win and it not actually being this close.
Tika hoki tau e hoa, although the final score it doesn't reflect the game that it was, as we saw here today. It was only in the last